all of a sudden, there we are.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeff. Overing.
Look at my fuzzy balls. Yeah, no, they're my holiday mini ears. I got these last year. I don't know if they have them this year, but they're so fuzzy. Okay. Hi.
Greetings, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to another live chat hangout with the Grim Life Collective. Ooh. We were just talking. Hey,
Hi,
Carl.
Carl.
Jinx.
Buy me a Coke. I like your
No,
candy.
Jessica has to stay because look, she got me one of my favorite
Yeah.
candies in the entire world, Red Vines. I love
Oh, I don't have my
Red
wine
Vines.
on.
This is not sponsored by Red Vines in any way,
No,
shape,
it
or
just
form.
I think we've been
Hello,
asked
dork.
before what our favorite movie.
Folks. I said folks, not dorks. I
What
thought
are-
you said hello, dorks. I was like, that's us.
Yay! Camel, we were so hoping that it would be a moderate hour for you guys across seas. I know it's not probably as early as you would like, but it's only 5 p.m. here in the States,
Yeah.
in Florida. So we're going to start trying to get in a little earlier to hang out with our friends across the pond.
We usually do our live videos late at night, anytime from like 7, 9 o'clock. I
Oh,
think
very
once even
cool.
at 10. And a lot of people are asleep. So this is an attempt to include more folks to say,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing, Adam,
'Cause I think,
Camel,
like,
Ian, Carlotta.
he went the whole list there.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole bunch of people.
Hi. Oh, um, it took me a while, and I do sincerely apologize. All of our orders are out, um, including the giveaways we did on our last video. Those are finally out. We had some hiccups with doing our
How you doing,
international
Michael?
orders. The post office is hectic
Gary.
around this time, so I ended up just doing it online, and so they're finally out, and I am so sorry that everything was late. So, Carl, your bolt's coming.
As you may have known, if you have been watching us, we've got a lot of things we got to talk about. Nothing like crazy. I mean, actually we do. Nothing bad.
Some cool stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recently, we opened up our official store, and within the first 2 weeks, we sold so much stuff, and all of that profit. I mean, we made our money back, which is awesome, and all of that
Yeah.
is going towards
The
travel.
channel. Yeah.
If you don't know about it, small little plug, grimlifecollective.com. You'll find T-shirts
.com.
and stickers and all that jazz.
We
Whoopie-doo.
have like 4 stickers now.
Right?
It's crazy.
And more coming.
Yeah. Oh,
We
I'm
love
so
stickers.
excited. We want to eventually
Thank
get
you, Jamie.
another T-shirt going. And that's awesome, Rachel. I really love that movie. And I forget the guy's name, the lead actor. He does so much stuff. We recently watched him in Would You Rather.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs.
Oh, so good. I love Jeffrey Combs.
Love it.
Really good movie, too.
We're adding things all the time, usually as much as we possibly can. So
Yeah.
keep looking for that and get yourself some cool Grim Life merchandise. Be a part of the Grim Life. We're going to try to create some like death certificates. Got some things planned for all that. It's an attempt to
Fun.
help fund. I mean,
Yeah.
you can contribute towards the Grim Life as well as wear and
Hey,
stick
Jamie.
things with
Oh,
sticky
glad
things.
that you guys got to pop in. They're on their way to a hockey match.
Well, darn. Well, thank you. We are very honored that you're joining us.
Yeah. They're doing, well, hopefully he could, it's one in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where they do
Oh.
the bear toss.
That's a far travel from you, isn't it?
I don't know, I thought it might, but I didn't ask.
Death certificates, right?
Yeah,
Death
I know.
certificates would be amazing.
It's kind of like, how like when you join, certain organizations, like Elvira's fan club has a thing, like they get a certificate. Oh, I thought you were going to the Hershey one, or maybe you just mentioned the Hershey one. I've always really loved the Church of Satan. When you join their thing online, you can sign up to like get a membership card, and they give
Germany.
you this like gorgeous certificate. It's really cool. I want to, yeah, like a death certificate. Think like Haunted Mansion ish, but like maybe a little darker even. Theirs is beautiful, but it's more pretty.
Gentleman just asked if we caught any heat for using the Rod Serling image on our stickers. We didn't. I should have been
No,
more
yeah.
clear. In that ad, I used him because it's like a direct throwback to the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But the sticker is that little oval sticker. That's the sticker, the Grim Life Zone. It was just a little ad thing that I love making. So we didn't get in trouble for that at all in any way,
Oh,
shape, or
we
form.
didn't. Nice to
Hey,
see you again.
I remember you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Krampus Fest, man, that was crazy. A couple
Mhm.
of days ago, or last week, or I have no concept of time. We did Krampus Fest as a first time thing here, local to Orlando, and it was a very small event, but man, the turnout was like way more than they anticipated. It was crazy. It was cute. It was fun. We got to meet some really cool people. That's awesome. Thank you for stopping in again.
Ta-da. Rachel just mentioned something about in Blackpool. Over in the UK, you guys have the coolest names for
Ooh, they have a horror
towns.
crypt
Just
where
saying.
they have props from the movie near the theme park and stuff that we might be interested in. That's awesome.
Very cool. We're gonna be heading
Hi,
over that at
Australia!
some point. All right. So I'm all over the place when these things first
I don't know.
start.
What is Oasis or Blur? I don't know what it is.
Is it a band?
I don't know. Is it a band? Am I showing my age now? Because I
Oasis
don't know
and
what
Blur. Is that a
Oasis
band?
or Blur. I have no idea.
You're welcome, Alchemy Creative Media.
Dude, that was so fun.
The ride. We cannot wait to go back and ride
Oasis is an old band. They're like from the 90s.
Oh.
Which I probably didn't like them. I did not like a lot of music that came out from the 90s. Even though I'm a child of the 90s. I was born in 82. Uh-oh, there's my age. So I grew up, like, sincerely through the 90s, but I didn't like a lot of music that came out of the 90s, to be honest with you.
Adam, at some point we would like to come up to Louisville, so
Oh,
bear with it. We will be there at some point.
I'm not gonna lie. I hear about some of these sanitariums, and I'm like, oh, that would be so amazing. But, you know, no one ever goes, like, during the day. Everybody goes at night, and I would be probably scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit of a wuss when it comes to certain things. Like, I'm all, like, for it until I get there and I see how spooky it is, and then I'm like attached to Michael's hip because I'm scared.
She's thinking about getting a fanny pack.
You know what? They were amazing in my time. In the 80s, fanny packs were like just what you had. And they're making a comeback because of theme parks.
Mhm.
So the reason being is that we went to SeaWorld the other day, well, recently, as for the first time, and they don't have lockers like a lot of places at Disney and Universal have for you to put your things away and then go on the ride. So you have to rent a locker, which no big deal, but you have to pay for the lockers. So for every
$2 for 2 hours?
$2 for 2 hours. But if you want to try and run around to all the rides where you would have to do this, I don't think you would be able. It's complicated. You'd have to make sure that there's like no lines in order to get it done in 2 hours, or you'd have to pay for a locker at every place you go, which adds up. You know, having to pay to ride something basically. But a fanny pack would allow me to not have to rent a locker. So I'm not getting a fanny pack for fashion. I am getting it.
She's looking at a Beetlejuice
function.
one, which is awesome.
It's cool, but it's also kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. It's from Lunchbox, and a box lunch, and I got all excited, but it's also kind of like really retroly painful. So anyway, that's my rant on fanny packs. Okay.
Let's get to some big news.
Oh yeah, Morning Glory. We have news.
Yes, we have some really, really, really big news.
It's coming up though, so it's not happening
Yeah.
now.
Right.
But-
So 2020 is coming around,
Hi, London.
obviously. And we reached out to a music festival here in Daytona Beach this year. It's called Welcome to Rockville. And it's 3 days of rock music, like metal, like Metallica.
Like rock and metal, yeah.
Yeah, Disturbed,
Last
Land of
couple of
God.
years they had Ghost. I love Ghost.
Yeah. We reached out to them asking
I
if
wanna
we
know the
could
lineup this year.
go there and film for the YouTube channel so we can share with you guys what it's like to be at Welcome to Rockville, which is going to be our first
Which
year.
I've been, and it's impressive.
It's supposed to be pretty massive.
It's huge.
And they agreed to give us tickets. Metallica is going to be there. They're there 2 nights. And
Metallica.
we're going. We're going to film as much as we possibly can, but we
think I
also
did miss
asked
it.
them if they can supply us with 2
Happy birthday,
tickets
Ian.
for a giveaway. So
Yeah.
we're waiting on. They agreed to that. They're going to give us 2 tickets
Yeah.
for us, and then 2 tickets for a giveaway.
Yeah.
And once that happens, once we get that all worked out, we're going to be holding a giveaway where probably
Yes.
one
They're
of you
playing
guys,
Friday and Sunday.
2 of you guys, will be able to go to Welcome to Rockville
Yeah.
on the Grim Life
So
Collective
we-
and Welcome to Rockville.
We don't know yet Oh, thank you, JB.
Hey, JB.
We don't know yet. Kentucky.
Fort Knox. That's where they have all the money.
Oh. So we
Thank
don't
you,
know
man.
yet which platform we're gonna do the giveaway on.
Probably Instagram.
Probably Instagram, but we don't know when it's going to be yet either. So the festival's in March or May?
May.
May.
3 days
So
in May.
We have some time. Hi, Canada. Ooh, for me it's Addams Family. Monsters are Addams Family.
Munsters.
Addams Family.
Oh, see, the Addams Family. No, all right. So the Munsters, okay. Munsters and Addams Family. The Munsters and Addams Family were amazing. The Munsters, the one thing I did not like about the Munsters was they always nagged on each other. They always picked on each other. The Addams Family, it was a very
kooky, but very
loving family.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Addams Family.
I like the characters from the Munsters, but I couldn't watch it very often because like Lily was the typical nagging wife. That image was really, really strong back during that time in the 50s and 60s, and I can't get behind that. It really bothers me, to see that kind of a character. I mean, sure, they were always loving in the family too, but she was always just nagging her husband, and he'd be like, "Oh, my wife is such a nag."
Have a good night, Rachel. So, get better. No flu. Flu was
Batman
bad.
forever. Yeah. So as I was saying, we don't know when. We don't have a date for when we're going to do the giveaway for the Welcome to Rockville tickets, but it is coming up. So stay tuned.
If you follow us on Instagram or look for us on Instagram, more than likely that's where it's going to happen.
Hey, Spikes.
We will post across all our social media when it is happening, when the giveaway is live, but it is coming. We're just waiting until we have the tickets physically because we want to do a giveaway and then all of a sudden, for some reason, have it not go through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah,
so they agreed to it.
Yet.
We're just waiting for final confirmation on it.
Yeah.
They've been very, very nice. Like I said,
they haven't said if they're going to give us the tickets to send out to people or if we're going to have to give the winners their address and then they'll send them directly. So we're still waiting on information, but we're like 80% sure that it'll happen.
It probably will happen.
It's
just we don't want to say something unless we're concrete, without a doubt, evidence.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So welcome to Rockville 2020. Grim Life Collective will be there. If you don't want to wait for the chance to win 2 tickets to Welcome to Rockville, when this video is over, I'm going to put a link in here so you can go buy tickets yourself for a day or for the weekend. Metallica is going to be there for 2 nights, headlining 2 separate sets.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal. It's my first time. I've always wanted to see Metallica.
I've always wanted to see Metallica. I've seen Megadeth, and I've seen Ozzy, and it's like the trifecta. You got to see Metallica. My dad got to see them a couple of years ago, and I was really, really jealous. He brought me a T-shirt, so I was happy. But he got to go because a friend ended up having an extra ticket, and he knew my dad was a big fan, so he took him with him. Barcelona.
Tony,
hello.
Good night. Favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. All right. So here's the fun thing about this. Are you talking about Quentin Tarantino directed or Quentin Tarantino written?
Thank you, Alchemy. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Alchemy. Greetings from where? Where are they from? Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta.
Hi, Rowie. Hello in the Netherlands.
We're going to be back up in Atlanta at some point in 2020. We're planning it. So stay tuned with that. Quentin Tarantino movie, real quick.
I did like, real quick, I did like The Blood Queen. I love Mila Jovovich. I've always loved her as an actress. I love From Dusk Till Dawn. I liked the new Hellboy. It could have been a little bit better, but I own it, so I like it that much.
Yeah, we saw it at the Dollar Theater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, okay, Quentin Tarantino best directed movie that I love was Death Proof. I love Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell to me is like the epitome of cool.
I love Kurt Russell's movies, but I couldn't stick in with Death Proof. I really tried to watch that one, and I just my attention was like, I love From Dusk Till Dawn, but didn't he do 4 Rooms? Well, he did one of 4 Rooms because he was in it. I think he was in the part that he directed himself, which was the 4th story. Does that count? Because I'll say I love 4 Rooms. 4 Rooms is great.
I think that would count. Yeah. My favorite, Escape from New York.
Yeah, just a part of 4 Rooms.
Yes.
Oh, Escape, dude. He's insanely in love with Four Room. Oh, he did
Escape
the
from
first
New York.
episode? I thought he did the fourth.
My favorite non-directed Quentin Tarantino movie, the one that he was True Romance. And he also directed. Quentin Tarantino also wrote Natural Born Killers, which is the picture of our.
Natural Born Killers, dude.
I think he wrote that.
I
think
feel
he
like
did.
people haven't talked about Natural Born Killers enough lately. Like, that's one of those really great movies that has just kind of like not. You hear a lot of movies come up, especially horrors and serial killers and flickers and whatever, and you don't hear that one really come up very often. And I love that movie.
We were talking about going as couples, Mickey and Mallory, for Halloween next year.
Yeah. I don't know what would be her most iconic look, though.
Well, I think whenever he's all dressed in white, which would be funny because I'm always dressed in black. But all
when
dressed
he's the
in
meat
white,
deliverer,
yeah,
right?
yeah, no, because there's the one scene when they're on the bridge whenever they get married and do the blood oath, and he's dressed in white. And I think she's wearing the red and brown, almost like 1960s.
I don't remember.
So when they go to the diner and she's like,
yeah, so she's wearing this crop top, and I might have to slim down. She was
I'm all over
skinny
the place.
as hell. She was skinny as hell.
caffeine. That's why.
If you pick anyone to have dinner with, dead or alive, it can be a horror movie character.
It can or can't?
It can.
Okay.
So it can be a fictional character.
Oh, man.
Person to have dinner with. I'm almost tempted, and this is going to sound really cheesy, I'm almost tempted to be like Dracula, because if he can come into dinner, then blah, 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 right? And then we can be vampires, and I can start a vampire cult. But, yeah, I'm just going to stick with that answer because I'm happy with it.
Mine's always going to change. I think it always changes. My first thing that comes to mind, Norman Bates. I don't know why. Norman Bates.
He wouldn't even be able to function enough to have a dinner.
But that would be a myth. All right, Norman Bates in Psycho 2.
Okay, but would you be at his house for dinner?
Yeah, because in Psycho 2, he has this old lady over sitting at the table and he bashes her over the head with a shovel. I want to be at that dinner.
Are you guys gonna just start a killing spree together?
No,
are you gonna be?
It's not killing anybody. We're just hitting them over the head with shovels. Hi. All right, so we talked about the store.
Hannibal Lecter's that good, but I think you would be dinner.
Yeah.
Louis from Interview with the Vampire. I love Brad Pitt and Interview with the Vampire. Everyone was just so timely classic in that film, but all Louis would do is complain about how he misses humanity. It'd be a very depressed dinner. This
pot roast took 4 hours to make. Back when I was a lonely plantation owner.
That's a good one. Most original horror villain. They say the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. Most original horror villain.
Have a good night, Laura. I'm glad you got to join us even for a little bit.
Yay!
Most original horror villain.
I kind of almost want to say Freddy Krueger because I don't remember anything like him before he came out, and even since then, I don't think anything's quite touched what he had. Like he was very distinctive. He's not a slasher, but Pinhead. Yeah, Pinhead's really good. Mm-hmm. Freddy was my favorite horror villain.
And mine was Michael Myers.
Yeah. Mine was Freddy Krueger. Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees when I was younger, honestly, didn't interest me in the fucking slightest. Oh, sorry. I did a cuss word.
Oh, no.
I know. But for me, nothing creeped me out like Freddy Krueger. He gave me actual nightmares. I used to do that whole scrunched into the middle of your bed and all the covers were tucked in, and if nothing was outside the covers, then they couldn't get. Yeah, mine was fueled after Freddy Krueger.
See, I was wondering what happened to the woman who used to be the videos with about 4 years ago. You were both on a morning show of some kind.
Amy.
Yeah. So that was years ago. Grim Life Collective has been going on for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, years ago I was on the Alabama morning show talking about Tim Burton filming locations. Her and I are no longer together. It's a past kind of thing. she still lives in Atlanta, as far as I can tell. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, we don't really talk anymore. It's just
Ooh, Fright Night's
life.
good.
Fright Night's one of
good.
my favorites.
Yeah.
Web store. Welcome to
Why
Rockville.
do I know that name? Unknown Henson.
Because Unknown Henson, he's the country western troubadour.
Oh, they're coming to Florida in February.
That's cool. I saw him in
Cool.
Atlanta. I'd
He
love to
loves
go
him.
see him again.
Yeah.
We have a big announcement, a big travel announcement coming on Christmas Day. We're going to be doing a live video on Christmas, and we're going to announce it and post all over social media what is happening at the beginning in February of 2020.
What are we doing? I spaced out.
It's okay, darling. It's okay. Christmas Day, during our live video, we're going to announce our February
Our
trip.
Fright Miss video.
Yeah, we're going to announce our February trip.
Oh, I know what that is.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We're also going to be doing Texas Frightmare in May, as well as Welcome to Rockville in May. And we're trying to get a bunch of other things. We got a lot of other things in plans.
Yeah.
Filming locations, murder locations, famous graves all across the United States. We're coming for you.
We
Just so you know.
have not solid plans to travel in the UK, but we have some hopeful traveling in the UK. Like I would love to go to Scotland. Like Scotland is I don't know, it's one of my destinations. Japan and Scotland are my top 2 travel destinations, like dream destinations. But
Amy. Hey,
hi.
guys, your Scottish basket.
Yes.
Hello. Wait, Jessica was telling me all about you.
Yeah.
Hello, Amy, and
She's
thank
my
you.
Amazon friend. She's 5 feet 10. That's how much taller she is than me, and she's about that tall to you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Our trip to the UK is 100% planned.
Oh,
Down
yeah,
to like the last day. It's planned.
on paper.
It's on paper.
Where we
It's ready to
wanna
go.
go.
We're just coming up with the funding in order to make that happen. So, yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, pardon me.
But you're going to love what's coming in February. Christmas Day, be here for the live stream because we're going to talk about it.
I still haven't
It's
been
big.
to Salem. He's been to Salem. I haven't been to Salem, and I want to go.
We're planning on going around Halloween. So,
Did you see my face?
deal with it. Yeah, I saw it on there. Thank you, Wallace. Thank you. So, all right. I do want to talk about something before we get into any other kind of questions. Something that we haven't really talked about. And if you watch YouTube, and I'm not going to get into this in great detail because everybody and their mother gets into it, this whole COPPA thing.
Oh, Copa? Copa or Kappa?
COPPA, I think it's COPPA.
Oh, thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank
A
you,
little
Pumpkin.
stocking stuffer for you guys. Keep up the good work. You are amazing, dear sir, and your support means the world to us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's a lot of things happening on YouTube right now, and a lot of people are jumping ship.
They're freaking out.
They're freaking out. Even
Yeah.
a couple people that I haven't told you about this yet. Even a couple people that we know here in Florida who are YouTube
really?
creators who are stepping way back or stepping
Aw,
away, and
that's
it's
a
kind of really
shame.
sad because we don't really know what's happening. It's coming, and I think the beginning of January.
It's very gray area.
Yeah,
And when people ask questions and they're like, sorry, we can't answer, contact a lawyer.
We're
And
not
it's
going
scary.
anywhere. We're not.
No.
Even if we're doing videos and we can't monetize them or whatever, we're gonna
would
we're gonna
still
do
do
videos.
videos,
We're gonna
yeah.
do it full time.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing full time because we can't do full time because we don't make enough money to do full
Yeah,
time.
I don't think
But
YouTube knows for sure either.
We're not
honestly.
stepping back. If anything, we're just gonna continue growing and
Because,
getting forward.
Yeah,
so
what
we're
we
not going
do-
anywhere.
The content we do, I don't think is the content that they're talking about. Yes, we do some park videos, but they're not. We don't do as many as we do, like say horror and filming locations. So I don't think we really have anything to be concerned
No.
about.
Yeah. So we're going. I don't know. Like I'm not even really thinking about it. So whoopie doo. That's
No,
all we're gonna say.
We're just gonna keep on keeping on like usual. We don't have
Yeah.
any plans to deviate from our normal behavior. So
I'm so excited. There's so much stuff coming in the future that I want to tell you all about. It's like killing me.
Tell them one.
It's all killing me. It's all killing
Do
me.
one.
Should I just announce what's happening in the February?
Sure.
Or should I wait? Don't spoil it all. You're right. I'm not gonna spoil it all. If I spoil it, then
I'm getting a red vine.
Red Vine. Oh, YouTube. Okay, YouTube. I don't know. All right.
Basically, because they got sued for a whole bunch of money, and then they're like, you know what? We can't police it, so it's gonna be up to the content creators to be in trouble instead of us.
Have we ever done Evil Dead or Texas Chainsaw Massacre locations? Not for the channel.
No, you did ages ago, though.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Merry Christmas, Happy
Thank
New
you,
Grim
Georgia.
Year.
Hey, that's rude.
No, she's not pregnant.
Why? Because I ate candy?
I don't know. But she's not pregnant.
I eat a lot.
The
by
Trackers
way.
had their baby.
Oh yeah, the Trackers. Yeah.
Uh-huh. The Trackers had their baby.
No, but I eat a lot though, like a lot.
N Beck
you.
88. Love the channel. N Beck. Where are you from, N Beck? I feel like we need to have like a little button, like a radio station, where we hit it, where like there's a momentary lapse of silence, and it's like, do 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 do. We are crazy.
You're speak for yourself.
She's just along for the ride. I'm crazy. I'm from Rockford, Illinois.
I'm from St. Louis.
Is that near St. Louis?
I don't know. But Illinois is.
There's something happening in Chicago called Flashback Weekend. A friend of ours, Bill Gibson, who owns the Christine car that we did a video on, he's going to be there, and he's been trying to. Well, he's been asking to see if we want to go up there and hang out. So probably not going to happen because it's around my birthday. But there's a possibility we might be heading to there. Trust me, if we had all the money in the world, we would be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But what is my day job? I am not. I can't talk about my day job. No, it's forbidden. Not because of what I.
It's not a secret thing.
It's not a
like,
secret thing.
It's not like a government position or anything like that. But
Or is it? This is not government material right here. Definitely
No,
don't work for Disney with this either.
even when we started out, letting people, you know, kind of more into our personal lives, because we really didn't think that we had to draw that line. We didn't think, you know, people, I guess, would toe the line, so to speak. We have had some folks try to seek us out in places they shouldn't. So, sorry, but we don't, we will try not to give that kind of deep personal information anymore. You know, we gotta protect ourselves and we gotta protect our family, so, he's a Man in Black. That's what, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
somebody
it's
just...
been a little creepy sometimes, but...
I feel extremely awkward. Somebody made a real comment about talking about demonetization and all that jazz. I'm not going to lie. The money... We don't make a lot of money to live off of this
No.
thing. But the money is nice to help out with bills and stuff, but
It
we don't...
goes-
That's not why we do it.
No,
we don't care.
it goes right back into our channel,
Yeah.
honestly.
Every cent that we make, or every cent that we make that doesn't go towards bills, goes
Yeah.
directly to our channel and to hang out with you guys. That's
like,
it.
we didn't start this because of the money, because let me tell you, it takes a long time before you start to make, like, even a couple $100s off of this. So, I mean, you and I have been doing it for about a year now.
Yeah. As we're not full time, but we're definitely doing it a lot more
Yeah.
than it used to be.
And, you know, in the beginning, you don't make a cent. People think that you just skyrocket, you know, overnight.
Exactly.
And that
Thank
you
you,
start
New England.
making money. Some
Gravestones.
people do, you know, full time because they depend on the money for it. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's great for them, but we do it because we love it, you know.
So
Patreon doesn't really either.
it's okay. So like, all right. So here's the skinny, right?
Yeah.
YouTube. We put ads on YouTube and people watch them and they like them. That's awesome. And we get some money from that, which is cool
Nice.
because it helps out. We get it once a month. Usually around the 22nd is whenever the YouTube money gets direct deposited into the account. It's not much.
No.
And nobody ever talks about how much it is because quite honestly,
It's like a taboo thing. It's like you don't
Yeah.
talk about your income at work.
but
to
it
other
changes
people.
every month.
Oh God, yes.
It's never you find
No.
out what you're going to make on the 13th, between the 13th and 15th, and on the 22nd it's deposited.
It
at least
really
for us.
fluctuates. Yeah.
And it's always all over the place. Patreon is always, you see it real time. So we try really hard to give back in everything that
much
we
as
do
we
our
can,
videos.
yeah.
We try to make the best darn videos we possibly can. I pride ourselves on how cinematic some of our videos are. To me, they're very cinematic. I try to
Yeah.
do it that way because I don't want you guys to watch us just sitting all the time and talking and doing voiceovers. I want to create an experience.
I'm gonna be upfront about this one, and I hope this doesn't make me seem like less of a nerd. I am not familiar at all with Twitch. I know people use it when they stream for themselves playing video games, and that's all I know about it. So if you want to provide us a link in the comments after this video ends or on one of our other videos, to tell me what it is.
Hello, San Diego.
I feel so stupid. Like, I've heard of it, but I didn't know that you could just, like, upload stuff that we do here from YouTube onto Twitch. I know nothing about it.
Right. Patreon. We toyed around with the idea of doing like a fan club, right?
Which is basically
cool.
what Patreon is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can donate as little as $1, which is what most people do. So I'll just be upfront. On Patreon, we make about as much to pay for, maybe a tank or two of gas a month. And the thing about Patreon is that we do send stuff back. So if you donate every month $5 and up,
$3 and up.
$3 and up, we send you postcards. The price of stamps and plus purchasing the postcards, whether we have them printed or not, basically what you donate to us at $3 up basically goes right back to you. So we don't hardly make anything from Patreon. It's something that we wanted to do to try to give back to people who follow us and watch our videos, to be able to feel more in the experience, So, yeah, I mean, I've seen some YouTubers who had like 15,000 donators.
$15,000 for a single month.
Yeah. And
What?
we have like
How?
120, which is fine. That's great. I mean, we're not
Well,
saying
it's
that's
no
bad in
secret.
any way.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can go to our Patreon page, and I think you have to be a donator, a patron of
To see how
$1.
many- but-
See, it's like $159 a month is what we make right now
Yeah. So,
on Patreon.
and most of that money, what I'm saying is we give it back to you guys. So even though you're donating $3 a month to us every month, that really goes right back to you. We maybe keep $1. Oh, pardon me. I had the bubbles. So, and when we get stuff printed for the tiers that are higher, we got those printed, we have the art done, we spend a lot more money to do that, so we maybe keep $2 from the people who do $10 and up.
Yeah.
So we really don't keep any money from Patreon. Patreon is a way of just kind of helping you guys feel a little more love.
Which, yeah. So, I mean,
It's a funny conversation
Have a good night,
when you
Blade.
talk about,
For you, 99.
money and stuff with what we do. We really do. We say this a lot of times. We sleep in our car when we travel, and that's how we're able to do a lot of the things we do. We're not getting hotels. We're not going out to fancy dinners. We go to the theme parks because as Florida residents, we're able to pay monthly instead of one lump sum. And then we have free parking, so we can literally go to a theme park and not pay a penny because we have a membership. So, we're on a budget.
yeah.
Yeah.
Postcards,
I love the postcards.
it makes sense because we're a travel thing, right? So $3 or more gets you more. We're going to start doing more Patreon things.
Yeah,
So,
like
and
Patreon
I
only
kind of
videos
want
and
to talk
stuff
about
like
that, and
yeah.
I want your opinion. So this is going to be, this right now says there's 86 people watching this.
Yes, you can, Tom. We still have autographs available in the store. It's grimlifecollective.com, and I think we just added one, right?
Yeah.
We
So
have two.
so right now we have a horror-based one, well, a true crime-based one, and then we also have a lot of like theme
Thank you,
park
Carl.
fans, and we love the Haunted Mansion. So now there's another picture that is Haunted Mansion-based. So you kind of get the best of both worlds right now if you so would like to. And we always write and do little doodles. But I do want to ask you guys a question. So
Watching you go in the thing is so hilarious because you're doing this.
somebody said that I was like a goth emo Jim Carrey today on it
It's
is what
true.
it is. Hunk.
It's true. Yeah.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
On social media, I asked, how would you guys feel if we did something that was very podcast, like a weekly podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think
for
that's what they were
Patreon
suggesting
only?
for Twitch.
What's that?
I'll have to look into Twitch. I'm confused by it.
So Patreon only. So you do $1 and you get to see us talking about weird things or hearing. So at first I thought about just doing
An
a audio
audio.
podcast, but then I thought doing something like we're doing right now, just talking amongst each other, informing each other and you on strange things, because
Yeah.
this is
Like picking a topic.
yeah. So what really started this, and there's a certain video that I want to make on Walt Disney World that, believe it or not, I'm a little scared to make, because I feel
Yeah.
like if we make it, they might ban us.
I don't think that they would ban us, honestly.
It'd be like a cease and desist.
have-
Do not come in here
No,
anymore.
people have done videos on this before, and
Right,
I don't think
but-
there's been any repercussions. They're still up and all that stuff.
But they've done videos on this topic, but as a voiceover and showing pictures, not actually in the park, walking through the park and saying this, right? So I thought we could do those videos in a way, but still do it like a Patreon thing where we're talking. It's like a podcast-y thing it would do. What do you guys think? Did I even put forth a question?
Take the risk.
Take the risk.
You
Wait, that's when you know what? What'd they say?
gotta take the risk.
That would be awesome. Any podcast friend? Well, thank you, Camel. Is Mike Bad Booty phrase due to the new con?
No, actually. The bad booty came about because we started hearing from families who have little ones, and as a family together, they would watch our videos. And knowing that we had children and potentially small children watching our videos, we felt inappropriate having cuss words, honestly, you know, because we, out of habit, you know, you get really excited and you say things like badass, you know, sorry.
Bad
And-
Booty.
And so we started saying things. We will do a t-shirt. We're going to do stickers and bumper stickers and all that stuff. We're going to have a whole line, but it has to get funded first. So we did just our logo t-shirts recently as a pre-order. We're going to wait a while until we do another pre-order. But yeah, it cost, what was it, about $300 or $400.
About $340 is what we spent on shirts.
So it cost us about $350
We're all
to
fluid
do
with
the
it all. Screw it.
t-shirts, you know. So we would have to do which is just not money we have sitting around in the bank, honestly.
Right.
So we would have to do a pre-order with it and try to get at least half. But Bad Booty came about because we were trying to be, I know I'm all over the place. Bad Booty came out because we were trying to be family respectful. You know, some people say family friendly, which is, yeah, but we were trying to be respectful to the fact that we know we're not one of those people who goes, oh, it's not up to us to be, you know, censored or whatever. It's like, we know we have kids watching. We have kids come up to us when we're out in public who want pictures with us, who want hugs and things like that. And I'm not comfortable
Ian.
knowing that I have little kids watching saying bad words.
Well,
I was
thank
about to
you,
say all
Ian.
of them.
Thank you, Ian. Any support that you guys do, Mr. Enbeck
Thank you,
from
Pumpkin.
Illinois.
Thank you. Mwah.
If we, you know, every time that we travel, like when we come up to Illinois, or if we go out to, that's the secret, I'm not saying where it's at. Our plan is this: when we travel, we try to be in a certain area filming for 4 days or more, and we're gonna try really hard to
We did
have.
New Orleans in one day.
Well, but that whole trip was like
No, I know,
4
it was
days.
a big, yeah. Lots
But
of driving.
we're gonna try to do like a Grimm meetup in every town that we visit.
I
So
would love to do
look
that,
for that.
damsel. I definitely want to get pins, soft enamel pins that say bad booty.
Bad booty.
Bad booty.
It blows my mind how much that is taken off.
Yeah. It's
Because it was
something
just
that
kind of
used
like
to-
jokingly.
Yeah, like, I don't even know when we started using it, but you'd be like, so anyone who watches the nerdy shows like I watch, like Star Trek, what's the Captain Kirk actor? I can't remember his name. William Shatner. So
The Shat.
the Shatner. Michael has a very Shatnerian way of talking. He does those long pauses, and the very first time I remember him saying it, he was saying something on camera and being like, and that's bad booty. I can't do it as deep as he does because, you know, I'm a girl. So you do it.
No.
You do it.
I can't.
Do it.
No, it has to happen naturally. If something's not bad booty, it's not bad booty. If there's bad booty and
Am
then
I
there's
bad
not
booty?
bad. You're bad booty.
I don't remember what video it was, but I remember just like losing it after he turned off the recording button, being like, "What did you just say?"
That's right.
And then we're like, "Well, you know," I'm like, "Yeah, that makes sense, though." Yeah, and then it caught on.
I got goosebumps. That's how bad booty you are.
Aww.
I'm here. So, all right.
Help me out.
Oh God! Don't crush my red vines.
Squished.
Not brought to you by Red Vines, the
Oh my
Twizzler
God.
alternative. What's
If you
really
guys
cool.
ever
Look,
wonder what our life is like privately, this is what our life is like privately.
it's a straw.
Oh God, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. Ugh. Look, you knocked my... Ew. No.
It's a
too
straw.
much.
No, it's not.
No.
Now it's stuck.
Yeah, well.
It's not my fault. Anywho.
Anywho. Oh my God. Thank you guys. We're
Thank you.
such nerdy shenanigansians. It's not mine. It could be mine. My hair's all over the place. Yeah.
Oh. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank
Shoot.
you. Merry
Wallace,
Christmas,
thank you.
Pumpkin. Thank
So-
you so much. Candy.
I don't want to eat while I'm talking. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good question. Eric was asking, how far in advance do we shoot our videos? So, like, from the time we shoot to it being produced as a YouTube video, on
Okay.
average, how long do you think that is?
So, you ready for this? This blows
It
people's
varies.
minds.
Yeah.
So if we're on a trip, obviously we film nonstop.
Yeah.
And by the time that I go, okay, I load the footage into the program I use, I'd say sitting down, I can edit a video, an entire video, in under an hour. In under an hour, pretty much. What I'm using to edit, I shoot everything with a Canon 80D. That's our main filming camera. And then I transfer all that to an iPhone 7 Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And I edit an iMovie on the iPhone 7 Plus, and then I upload it straight to YouTube. A lot of people are like, wait a second, you do all that on your cell phone? I do. And think about it like this, you know, a lot of times we don't have the opportunity to sit in one spot and edit. You know, you see a lot of the big YouTube folks who edit on their MacBook or whatever, and they just... We don't even have a laptop. We have
iMovie is amazing.
we have this and our cell
Which I
phones,
broke today.
and we're traveling so much, whether it's in a hotel or sitting, I don't know, somewhere. We can always edit when it's on our phones.
Well, we have iPhone 7 Plus,
Mhm.
which shoots really easy in 1080p, which is what we used to use before, but it's not quite the same quality as a camera. But we loved the editing program on it, and it doesn't take that long to transfer stuff over. I think we kind of do it like overnight while we're sleeping, so we try, depending on, like, if it's the anniversary or something of an actor's birthday or the date of their death or something, of the content that what we're filming, we'll try to get it out within 24 hours, if not that day. But at the same time, we work full time, so he'll take,
Tien? Oh my, I'm gonna butcher this one.
right?
Tain Gaku. Oh, it's so horrible.
Tien.
I'm so sorry.
Tien.
I am butchering your name, but thank you so much.
Oh no, I read it backwards. I read it as T-I-N. Thank you so much. That like freaked me out at first because it's 500 yen and I don't know how much that is, but thank you so much. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
I literally just stopped. I was like,
Thank you. Thank you for being a big fan of our show and supporting our
I'm
travels.
bad at doing the hand heart
I
thing.
hate saying supporting our travels because it's like supporting your show. Do you know what I mean?
Supporting our. When I say our, I mean
Yeah.
our.
Just call
Gaku-san.
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 What do you use for
Waifu?
sound? All right, so sound sometimes can be pretty much of an iffy jiffy, like peanut butter,
Jiffy?
but not.
Jiffy?
So we use Rode microphones
It's a team effort.
and plugged straight into the Canon 80D, and it didn't always used to be like that. Our sound used to be quite all over the place.
Because we had a smaller one, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that wasn't quite as nice.
So if you look at any of our nighttime
there.
shooting, especially at Halloween Horror Nights, some of the sound once it hit night went a little awkward. It was like a little like hollower, and it always bothered me. We've fixed that sound problem with Rode microphone. So now all of our stoned, sound.
Dork Forest.
Shush. All of our sound should be level all the way across. Did you hear what she said?
Dork Forest.
So, our Alabama, Tim
Say it.
Burton,
Say it.
Dark Forest.
Dark Forest.
When we're shooting
Dark
that
forest,
video,
Dark Forest. Dark Forest.
the way I talk, it comes off saying Dork Forest. But no, it's Dark Forest. Dark
Because
Forest.
you say your O almost like an A.
Dork Forest.
You can't say O.
Oh. Oh.
Ah.
E.
Yeah.
Oh God. I feel like we should have like some
Bye-bye.
sort of
Thank
like.
you, Pumpkin.
Who is it?
And Beck is leaving.
Thank you so much, Enbeck.
Sometimes words are hard.
What's that?
Sometimes words are hard.
They are hard. Words are kind of weird. See, you live next to the Dork Forest. You know what?
We don't
It's
have
a
a
cool
Mac,
place.
though. Well, can we use Mac on iPhone? Mac app? I don't know if it's an app, but...
So a Mac is like a laptop.
No, I know.
Or like,
I know.
yeah,
It's
we
an
can
Apple.
use iMovie on a Mac.
But Alchemy is saying, look at Reaper for Mac. You can adjust your audio levels. But we don't have any
We don't have a
actual
Mac.
Macs here. But
No.
we have iPhones, so...
We have iPhones and
And a tablet. Yeah.
and that's all we use.
Which
we don't have
I shattered
laptops,
it
nothing.
today.
Yeah.
Well,
Or the-
I didn't shatter it. The cat.
Blame it
knocked
on the
over.
cat.
It did.
The cat.
But it's still my fault because I shouldn't have had it where I had it.
The cat should have known better.
Hi, Salvadin. Hi.
Oh, here's
From
a
the Netherlands.
here's a trivia question.
awesome.
Here's a trivia. We should have a trivia question.
Hi, Alabama. Shoot, the
Whoa.
game's right there.
Well, no, I got a trivia question. All right, this is gonna be a hard
Oh,
one.
is it for me?
No, it's for them.
Oh, because I suck at this.
The first person that gets it, we'll send them a sticker.
Hmm?
The orange variant Grim Life Collective sticker.
You want me to grab one so I can see it?
No,
No, they're
yeah.
in the other room. Okay. I'll be
Jessica's
right
gonna go grab this. Dark Farty.
back.
So we have a trivia question. Jessica's gonna go get one of the new stickers that we got made up. Black and white Grim Life Goal. But we also made some orange ones. And we're gonna give you a trivia question. Just came to me because I'm nuts. And whoever gets it right will get this free sticker. I know it's not much, but it's something. Hey, it's fun. All right, ready?
Okay, hold on. I want to show it first. Because I want them to know what they're partaking in for. Oh, that's a white one. It's this guy. He's my favorite. Of all the stickers we have, I love the orange variant. It's my favorite.
All right.
I sat on my candy.
Red vines are okay?
The red vines are okay.
Okay. Here is here is the trivia question.
Hello, England. Ooh, okay. Wait, tell me the answer so I know.
All right.
Oh God.
Jessica
no
mentioned.
one's gonna know that.
Jessica mentioned
Okay.
that our cat knocked our tablet down and shattered it.
Thanks, Gatner.
Hey, what is the name? What is the name of our cat?
No one's gonna know. I haven't said his name in a millennia.
Somebody's got to know it. This is the hard one.
This would be like an OG question.
Ooh.
Oh!
Carl Hanks got it. Carl, do you even have these stickers already?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
He won the bowl from our last giveaway.
Well, you have a sticker coming, sir.
Wait, do I still have your address? I should have it somewhere.
We should.
I'm gonna have to get your address.
No, he sent it to us because I have it's in a message, I do believe. But
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Morningstar, named after the devil. Morningstar is the name of our cat. So that was quick. Holy crap.
So Carl has been hanging around for a while because when we first got our cat, he's about 6 months old now, and he was a rescue in the sense that he wandered up to Michael after a storm in a parking lot, and he was the teeniest, tiniest little sick baby. He bit in the little palm of your hand. He's like, when we took him to the vet, I think they said he was only about 5 weeks old.
Something like that, yeah.
5 or 6.
So
he was
tiny.
so small they couldn't judge his actual age. And now he's
big. He's a full-size cat, and he hates me.
He hates him so much.
I walk into the room, and he goes,
He runs. He runs.
and then he
for
takes
it.
off.
If me and
I
Michael
saved
are
his
hanging
life.
out, he'll try to kind of like come up and like nuzzle me and stuff, and then he'll be like, "Oh fuck, who's that guy?" and he'll take off.
And then gone.
But when Michael's
Every time.
like when Michael's away at work and I'm by myself, he's like, "Oh hi."
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. The only thing I can figure is that maybe he associates you with the bad memory of being, because he's like, it was after a rainstorm or something, but you think he'd be like, no, this man saved my life. You're also very tall.
So
You're very big and booming.
when we first bring him home, I would hold him in like my shirt, and I would like walk
Cats are
around with him all
bastards.
like wrapped up in my shirt.
Yeah.
But I'd pick him up, and he'd immediately play dead.
He does. Yeah. I'll see if I can go
And
get
then
him.
Jessica would be like,
He's
"Oh,
probably under
he's
the
just
Christmas
you're calming him so much, he's going to sleep." No, the cat would play dead, and now the cat hates me. She knew all along, and she refused to tell me.
We have 2 dogs, so he does like dogs. He actually, within a minute, he took to one of our dogs like right away.
Hellboy
so,
loves cats. Go get
yeah.
Morningstar.
I'm gonna see if I can round him up. But...
Have a good night, Alchemy Creative Media. Thank you, and thank you for loving the channel. It means the world to us. There's so much stuff coming, so join us again. We're definitely going to be doing a live video on Christmas Day. So, bear with me. We got something special planned. Somebody asked to see the Christmas tree. We don't really have a Christmas tree. We have a Halloween tree that's been up all year round, and we consider that our Christmas tree. So, bear with that. Jessica's trying to track down the cat. Watch the cat freak out.
No, I'm gonna try and do it.
This cat is massive now. I think
Open the bag of treats,
I think it's a panther. He's already freaking out.
He's already freaking out. Oh, it's okay. So I'm gonna try and do it like this. Like, this is Morningstar. It's a very slow association, but he hates Michael and we don't know why.
I've been nothing but nice to this thing. Look.
Yay! Progress!
Look, he's like, no,
Yeah,
no.
we don't know why.
It's okay, buddy.
So we're gonna start doing like a treat therapy.
He does not want to be here because I'm here, which is fine. But you know what? Jessica
got
loves
food on
him,
your
and
face.
he loves Jessica, so that's all that matters. All right.
Okay. Do you want to leave?
Yeah, what kind of
Yeah? Okay.
special kitty?
Yeah, because they're hairball treatments.
Ta-da! That's what our cat eats. This is what the four-legged devil eats.
Okay, give me some. I lured him out of the tree with treats.
Oh gosh. All right. Show.
He's just sitting at the door.
What's up, Vinny?
Okay, you can go. But here, have some treats for your.
The cat is gone. Oh, the dogs are way away.
What dog is it?
At another time we will.
Oh God, no! I can't bring the dogs in. They're
He's
crazy.
coming to Florida on vacation. Shall I mention you guys are going to do a Day of the Dead segment in Fort Myers? Sure. Let's see how'd that go. Let's see here. Tom Savini has a new documentary coming out on Netflix. Hey, I may be meeting up with Tom Savini this month. He's coming to Florida for vacation. Shall I mention you guys are going to do a Day of the Dead segment in Fort Myers? Sure, you can do that. We've been meaning to, and we were going to try to get something done this month, but that is not going to happen. We have our schedules already pretty full with filming stuff. We have something very, 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 very special happening, supposedly with Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah, we're still waiting for confirmation.
This
I'm
week.
excited. Oh, his one's broken.
There you go. Now you got two.
So mean. Stole my candy and everything.
We were not expecting Tom Savini to be that cool during that
No.
video as well either. Originally, when we were talking with the school, it was under our impression that he might be there, and if he is, he'll probably do like an introduction, like, hi, welcome to my school, and stuff like that. Everything that you saw was not scripted. It was 100% unplanned, and you saw it pretty much everything as we filmed it. Yeah.
Yeah. We did not expect any of that kind of treatment. I feel like we really got the royal welcome and the royal treatment. Vinny, I did not find the place in Tampa, but Michael found the October Rust for me on eBay. I cried actual tears that day, but I am still looking for like Bloody Kisses and some of the other stuff on vinyl. So we're not super close to Tampa, and we kind of don't want to drive an hour just to go to a record store, but we're still. There's only 2 vinyls that I want so badly right now. Barnes and Noble put out I think it's a 25th, 20th, or 20, whatever. It's an anniversary of Farscape, which is one of my favorite loves, and they put out a soundtrack on vinyl, and it's gold, and I'm like dying. And then the Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. You know what? I'm getting Dark Crystal and Star Wars titles mixed together. It's terrible. They are putting out a soundtrack from the show on vinyl, and it's a 2 LP, and I'm also dying. It's on pre-order right now, and I can't believe it. Oh, thank you, Dustin.
Oh, Dustin. Thank you very much, man. Dustin Brown. Can you guys tell us a mailing address?
Oh, yeah.
What I'd like to...
We have a P.O. box. We try to post it in all of the videos. There's that little, like, tiny little arrow that when you click it, it'll give you information that we write about captions and stuff. And we usually put it down there, but there is a P.O. box. You can also go to our Instagram and go to our Twitter, and in the bio descriptions, it should be up there too.
It should be. The best and easiest way is always through YouTube. Any kind of SD cards are phenomenal as well, because if you're a photographer, if you know anything about that, you use them constantly, they eventually go bad. We buy them.
Isn't that weird?
And when we went to Pittsburgh, when we did the whole Pittsburgh, I think we bought 7 SD cards in preparation for that. And we used every single one of them.
And then have a boo-boo.
Yeah. So you don't have to, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to use the P.O. box. We got a Christmas card today. And,
yeah, we did. We got one the other day too, I think.
Oh, can you grab that?
Yes. And is that one? No.
So we started doing this, like a segment of things that people send us, and we did one the other day, I think last week, and it was really, really nice. Got some things here. Today we got a Christmas card, Merry Grinchmas, from Amy and Doug Dement in Atlanta, Georgia. I attended their wedding years and years and years ago, and talked to them briefly here and there liking pictures and stuff on
We got one
social
from,
media, but they were so nice to send us a Christmas card. So thank you, Doug and Amy.
we got one from the Burts, and
Uh-huh.
we got one from Laura and Matt recently too. Except I don't know where I put them. I usually have like a little folder that I keep everything in, and I'm not seeing it right now, which means that I've been cleaning, and who knows where it's gone.
It says Merry Grinchmas and a spooktacular New Year.
Merry
Amy and
Christmas,
Doug
that's
Dement.
adorable.
So thank you guys. Yeah, Amy, she is really awesome. Doug is really awesome too. They had probably one of the most beautiful weddings
man.
I've ever seen.
Someone asked if we have any Wicked horror VHS, and I am sad to say that I really don't have any horror VHS right now. It's something that we're starting to
Recollect.
but it's one of those things that it's like not on the list of important things to purchase.
I want all the Faces of Death again. I used to have
I
those
want
when I was growing up.
everything. I want every single VHS I can get my hands on. Spooky. I have a bunch of the Disney, and I have some like I got E.T., Atlantis. I got Night Shift. I don't know. No, that's a comedy.
Yeah, that's with Henry Winkler
Yeah,
and
so-
Michael Keaton.
Horror VHS are really hard to come by, and I keep checking like the thrift stores and stuff. I just haven't seen any. Usually that's where you find them.
Evil Speak is phenomenal. Not many people know about that
familiar.
movie. That's the one with Clint Howard in it, where he's the main character. I love Evil Speak. Mad
Okay, you
respect
have to tell
to
me what
you
it's about,
for having
'cause
that on
you know my
VHS.
brain's
Crazy.
Stupid.
I'm gonna make you watch it, and possibly tonight.
Okay.
So Stanley Coopersmith.
I think
There's-
I've seen Evil Speak.
There's
I just don't
another
remember.
VHS called Spellcaster that starred Adam Ant. Does anybody know that one? Where he plays like this dude that lives in a castle. Adam Ant living in a castle and
Ghost
horror movie.
Adventures, I think, is fun, but I take them with a grain of salt because the main guy, what's his name, Zach Braggins,
Zach
Baggins,
Peacock Baggins.
whatever. We've been to a lot of the places that they visited, and we even used to work in one of the places that they visited, and we never had any experience. Well, we did have some insane experiences, nothing to the level of what he always kicks out, and it's every single video that he has these, and I just start to feel kind of like, I take it with a grain of salt, and so I don't think every experience of his is genuine, but it's entertaining to say the least.
I like watching Ghost Adventures for one reason, really. Don't get me wrong. I
Tom
believe
Carpenter's
100%
thing.
in ghosts.
It's a good
100%
one.
believe in ghosts.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
Ghost Adventures, I watch their show to see where they're going because they go to some pretty amazing locations.
I love to see
So
Doll
that's
Island.
awesome.
That would be awesome. Doll Island.
Oh, Island.
That's only the one that really stands out that I remember. And there was they did a couple of old opera theaters or stage theaters I would love to get into that were just beautiful, but my memory is terrible, you guys. Like, I'll hear something I think is really cool, and if I don't write it down, I'm never going to remember it. It's just what you get to look forward to when I get Alzheimer's.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. Alzheimer's.
Kindred Spirits, yeah, these are all really good. The Shining. I would love to have all this stuff on VHS. We actually even bought a VHS player. I found one at a local thrift store. We're really lucky. Didn't have a remote. That's okay.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't need it. Like when you were growing up, when you were a kid and you had a VHS player,
Yeah.
if you had a remote, you were rich.
You were. Yeah.
You were rich. I mean,
Oh,
you
my
got
favorite
up
was
and you
always
went up
the,
and you rewound and you knelt down in front of the TV and hit the rewind button and waited. And then when it was done, you hit play and then you ran back to the couch and then you watched your show. That's how you watch a
Well,
movie.
that's a good question.
Just
Would
saying.
we ever visit a shark attack location? Maybe the Jaws filming locations.
Yes, we would. We're getting ready. As soon as the holidays go
remote.
past, we're going to do the, speaking of Jaws, it's a filming location. We're going to do the Jaws 3D filming locations at SeaWorld. That's how our whole SeaWorld thing started happening.
Hi, Otto.
Grim Life Collective, we're going to start getting into some very touchy kind of subjects, I think, this year. Because, and if you know us and you watch our channels, you know that we go about things with a very respectful point of view. All right. With that being said, there's a lot of things that are happening in today's day and age that it almost feels a little taboo to visit. Do you know what I mean? Like it's too soon. So we're gonna start. We're just gonna say screw it. No, no, not screw it. I shouldn't say that. We're just gonna say, listen, let's just do it. Let's just leave
Give
our
me an
inhibitions
example
at the
because
door.
sometimes I have no idea. You plan these things and I don't hear about them until like the day of.
Lane.
Lane. I got nothing.
A couple years ago, the little boy that was eaten on Disney property.
Oh, well,
They
I
killed,
mean,
yeah.
we've done homage to him before. We haven't done a full piece, but
No, we took a picture of
Yeah,
us
we
at.
went
There's
to
a memorial
the
where it
memorial,
happened, and we
yeah.
put a picture on Instagram. But we're gonna go and we're gonna talk about a place like that that's here. But like, there's other places throughout the United States.
we go to Disney a lot.
Yeah, but if somebody says
At least a couple times a month, yeah.
no. How often do you go to Disney World? So Disney, we have annual passes
Oh, I
to
don't know
Disney
that
World,
one. Sword and
which is
Sorcerer.
4 parks: Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Magic Kingdom. We have annual passes to Universal, which is
That's a good question.
2 parks there, and then SeaWorld, and then Busch Gardens.
So Damsel says, would love to know if you watched the Creepshow series on Shudder and if you have a favorite episode.
Yes, I was like a little kid in a candy store watching that. I would have to say, I loved it. I loved it. This is going to sound biased because of our Tom Savini video. I really like Tom Savini's segment, the very last one
Which
with
one was that?
the Lake Champlain one with the monster. I thought
thought
it
that was
was
cute.
beautiful. I thought it was a
Okay.
beautifully executed episode. I was looking forward to that one more than anything because of the pictures I saw, but I loved them all.
Remind me what there were, because I have a very bad brain.
There was the one with the doll.
The doll was creepy.
The doll was creepy.
Yeah.
I also like the Nazi werewolves.
The Nazi werewolf
That was cool. Nazi werewolves.
I don't think they were Nazis. I think it was just cops or something.
No, it was World War II.
But they were Americans.
Yeah, they were Americans. So
Yeah.
yeah, other way around. Sorry. Nazi
And then there
werewolves.
was
One can only
the
wish.
plant thing was the first episode, right? That was eating people.
Yeah, with Tobin Bell was in that one.
So wait, that's what, 4? And there were 6.
And then there's the finger with DJ Qualls.
The finger.
Yeah, the one where he found the finger and then the finger.
Oh, the monkey paw.
Yeah.
The monkey paw, yeah.
Well, no, there's the monkey paw.
and then the
there-
genie.
But then there was the finger, right?
No, there was no finger.
I think there was a finger episode. Maybe I'm cross-contaminating things. The scarecrow,
Oh.
yes.
Wait. There was the scarecrow one?
The
No, the scarecrow's from Tales You Tell in the Dark, right? Yeah.
one of them, yes.
Oh, guys, I have such a hard time keeping stuff together.
The kid got turned into an alligator bait. Oh yeah, I don't want to see that as controversial, but it's just something that happens. Like it can suck. True.
I would say my favorite one that I really wanted like another segment of, the one that I watched from Creepshow that made me wanting more, I'll pick that one as Jingly Man was creepy.
Yeah.
As I wanted to see more of the dollhouse one, because you just kind of like want answers here, you know. Like I just sincerely want some answers. Like, is there a ghost haunting this tiny little dollhouse, and what is happening? I don't really like them all. I don't remember watching one and being like, oh, fast forward to the next one. I didn't feel that way about any of the episodes. I think it's gotten a lot of negative reviews that I don't think is really warranted. A lot of people had a lot of nasty things to say, but if you watch a lot of stuff that came out, people were saying these things before it even aired. Like, there's so many opinions going out in the horror community today, and I will straight out call this toxic fandom. Please do not be a toxic fan. You know, let people enjoy what they enjoy. If you don't agree with it or you don't like the things I like, that is okay. You can agree to disagree and like different things, but you don't have to be nasty about it. I don't understand the what people had to say. Of course, everything's going to be compared. You know what I mean? But I just don't agree with all the things that were being said as far as it not holding up to the original. Things are filmed differently because this was like 25 years ago, 30 years ago, if even that long, maybe 20 years ago. Yeah, so nearly 40 years ago, guys. Like, you really have to sit back and remember that the 80s was 40 years ago, okay? Like, writing styles are different, recording styles are different, and recording, honestly, to me, will lend a certain touch to a film. And you can, unless you go and get old equipment again, you don't really get that same feeling back as what they had in the beginning. The writing can be the same, but things feel differently. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Somebody asked how
If
we feel
you're
about the
all
Feast
having
movies.
an-
I love the Feast movies.
Which one?
Feast 1 and
Feast.
Feast 2, Feast 3. I've been talking about
Have
them.
I not seen this?
I don't know if you've seen them. I've
We've
been
never
mentioning
talked
them.
about it.
We've talked about them.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Every time we go out to, like, I always end up looking for them. We just haven't bought them yet.
Remind me. I want these.
There's a. I'm just gonna talk about. I'm gonna throw this out there. Who here? Okay, what are your thoughts on the Ghostbusters trailer? I'm excited
that's a
as
big
all
one.
hell for the
Yeah.
new Ghostbusters movie. The Ghostbusters
I can't
trailer
open my candy.
threw me for a loop. Like, I am over the top excited about it. Everything about this trailer, I'm screaming for. So yes, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
I'm really excited for it. I love the way that they're doing it. Again, this is a movie that came out nearly 40 years ago. Everyone's like, oh, why aren't these people in it anymore? Why aren't they in it? Why aren't they in it? And it's like, this was 40 years ago, guys. Like, you have to, at one point, pick a different arc.
They're they're all still going to be in it except
yeah.
for Rick Moranis.
But people thought that they were going to be the main cast, and they're not.
No, they're not going to. They can't be.
Because they're like, what, nearly 80?
So if you're here in the United States and you don't really go venturing into the world.
Yeah, that's what we think is Egon's kid.
Yeah. If you don't really go venturing into the world of YouTube, like really into it, if you watch the trailer for the United States version of Ghostbusters, it's awesome. But then there's a German trailer that actually shows other scenes, like the ecto
really?
goggles and everything like that. It's really freaking cool.
Oh.
So you have to watch that. So watch that too.
Oh, man. I love Blade Runner 2049.
We have it in 3D.
It's gorgeous. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Exactly. To his father. Good call, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Hereditary, we've seen. Midsummer, we have not seen.
No, I want to see Midsummer.
I want to see Midsummer because I've heard some really weird things about it. I'm looking forward to it. Hereditary, I know my opinion is going to differ, and that's okay. I was not a huge fan of that one.
No. I did not like... Okay.
I wanted to see more of the little girl, honestly, and she died too quick for me.
I figured out... I said everybody loved Hereditary. Everybody loved Hereditary.
We saw it in the
I
theaters.
finally figured out why I don't like Hereditary.
Why?
I'm a huge Gabriel Byrne fan.
I love Gabriel Byrne.
And I felt like his character in it was pretty freaking lame. Like, when I found out that he was in it, I was like,
the
yes!
husband who was like,
Yeah, it
just
was like,
fed up.
yeah, it's like,
quiet
I
husband.
wanted the devil, right? Like, when I see him, I think of the devil. And I was like, man, he should have a cool part. And whenever he did,
Because he was the devil.
I
He
was
played
like,
the devil.
yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? What the heck is this? I'm sorry. Hello, Lakeland, Florida. Do-do-do-do-do.
When we saw Hereditary, I had a difficulty keeping my attention on it. I noticed that I was fidgeting a whole lot through the movie, which means that I'm at unease, or I'm not at rest. And if I'm fidgeting, then my attention span's just not right on it. And I've heard a lot of people say that for them, it was creepy because there's, religious horror. And this falls into religious horror. It's just not Christian religious horror where you have like, the exorcist and everything. So religious horror on the pagan end is still really real for some people and it creeps them out. So like witchcraft and stuff. The story was not something I had a problem with. I thought it was kind of cool. It was very reminiscent for me of the one Rob Zombie did with his wife. Which is almost kind of like, which one?
Lords of Salem?
Lords of Salem. And then, which in turn, it was almost kind of like,
I've not seen that trailer for Hansel and Gretel. Gretel and Hansel. Backwards.
What
But I
is
haven't
the name
seen
of it? They redid this one too. I keep wanting to say Amelie. That's
Lords
not
of
right.
Salem
Suspiria.
was great.
Suspiria. So for me, it's along the lines of those, which is a slow burner, and I think I have difficulty keeping my attention on it. But Rosemary's Baby, I saw that for the first time recently, and I had a hard time. Apparently, I'm just not it doesn't keep my attention enough because I if you guys have watched our videos, especially our live videos, you see how like spacey I get. So I don't think that like me not liking something is due to like any bad rating or it just didn't do it for me, and that's it. It's not because I have a real reason of why. I don't think it was a bad film. It's just for me, it didn't catch my attention like it did for other people.
There's three movies that I can think of in existence that have were so grotesque in the ending, towards the ending, that like they've left an impression on me, like in a good way. One was the remake of Suspiria. The
Dude,
what the
like the
heck?
remake
The
from
blood,
Suspiria.
the red, the
I need a sequel.
yeah.
I sincerely need a sequel. Like I'm dying for a sequel.
The other one that really stood out was the ending chainsaw blood rain scene of the remake of Evil Dead.
Oh, Evil Dead was so
Right?
good.
Very reminiscent, kind of like
God,
same kind of
yeah.
feeling. And then in the 80s, Peter Jackson, who did Lord of the Rings, he did a movie called Dead Alive.
Oh God! Don't tell me
Where
they redid that one.
no, they didn't.
Oh,
But
good.
the whole scene where he takes the lawnmower and he starts chopping through everybody, and all the blood and guts, and
Yeah.
those three scenes are forever burned in my head.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Evil Dead remake. I was just like, oh my God! They took Evil Dead and they removed the comedy out of it and they made it a strictly horror movie, and I loved it. I loved it. I think that was my favorite film of the year that year because I can't remember. I don't do timelines. I don't know what came out that year, but that was the one that stuck in my memory. So
The original Suspiria was absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and I was really, really, really hesitant about it coming out as a remake. And then we saw it, and I freaking loved it. I
see,
thought
a
it
lot
was
of people
done
don't like
great.
the remake of
Right.
Suspiria. They think it should have been redone. And I think a lot of things shouldn't be redone. I don't like remakes myself very much because I don't think they do very good for the original. But fight me, whatever. I think the remake of Suspiria. I wouldn't even call it better than the first one because to me they actually feel like two completely different films. I'm not going to say that the Suspiria remake was better than the original because the original wouldn't. You can't get the remake without the original, so you've got to pay homage to that. But I almost feel like it's kind of like a branch off of a story, it haunts me a little bit. It
So-
haunts me a little bit.
Somebody just said, "How would the
Return of the Living Jedi.
no, what Return of the Living Dead episode would that interest us?" I will say this. You ready? Tune in to our Christmas live episode where we talk about that
Oh,
and
the
amongst of
soundtrack.
other things.
I
Because we have something coming that has Return of the Living Dead in it that we're doing. So be there because we got something big coming.
we have some really great news, and it's I don't know I'm excited. I'm just so excited. When I see Goblin, I get really sad because when we first got together, I think around the time we were married, no, before we were married, we were both struggling, and you start selling off the things that are important to you, and unfortunately, Michael had several of the Goblin vinyls and posters of the original Velvet posters. I don't. Were they signed?
Yeah, there was a Goblin. Claudio Simonetti's Goblin came to
beautiful.
Pittsburgh, PA, and I got one of the Velvet posters signed by the entire band. And I was moving, and I
Yeah, we
needed
had to sell
money,
them.
so we ended up selling it, which it is what
Like,
it is.
Our vinyl collection is about this wide now.
It's growing.
It used to be really big, but we had to sell so many things, and that's one of the things that breaks my heart.
Really close up.
Which one is that? Oh, Delamore. Yeah.
Oops. One of my favorite horror scores, soundtracks on vinyl. Jessica and I are both obsessed with music scores on vinyl. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. You
Great
have a
movie.
shirt to Delamore, Cemetery Man, or you have a shirt for Goblin? Or, well, I guess that would be... No, not Suspiria. We were already talking about Suspiria.
Suspiria.
Yeah. dude, it's and most people don't know that De La Muerte de l'Amor is Cemetery Man. A lot of people still call it Cemetery Man, but you know,
It's the same thing.
It's original title.
Good old
I think,
Rupert
yeah.
Everett before Rupert Everett
Hi,
changed
Anthony.
his face because supposedly he's hiding from some sort of weird criminal organization or something. I don't know.
It's
Because
not because he's still a celebrity.
he looks weird.
He got work done to his jaw
Yeah,
because
Rupert Everett was in Mrs. Peregrine's Peculiar Children, Home for Peculiar Children. He doesn't even look like him. But
he's also much older now. You know, on VHS that would be so cool.
we really need to up our VHS horror game.
When he got the work done, it's something about his physical appearance that had always been a bother to him, so he corrected it. Yes, it changed his face. It's not the face that we all know, but he's happier with himself. And if he's happier with himself, then I'm happy for him. He's also like getting really up there in age now, you know. So I'm not gonna look like this in 40 years.
I think it's about time that we head out.
I might look like this in 40 years. Like,
We want to stay, we want to hang out, but our camera battery life is almost
this is what
depleted.
I'm gonna look like when I'm 80. I'm gonna have so much plastic surgery done that
No, you're not.
that hurts.
No, you're not.
No.
But we
I
wanna-
want to get fillers and he won't let me.
We want to say thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We want to do this a lot more, and this holiday season, we're definitely going to be going live on Christmas Day, like in the evening, probably around the same time, maybe a little bit later. So join us for that. Classic Car Creations, are you just getting with us now and we're leaving?
Dude,
Man,
no.
well we did start a little early.
We
Sorry.
did, yeah.
We do have some crazy things happening, some big announcements. The first big announcement is coming on Christmas Day. We have passes, weekend general admission passes that we're going to be giving away also for Welcome to Rockville, courtesy of the people at Welcome to Rockville. So thank you guys for that. I know it's been a long video. Talk about it in the beginning, talk about it in the ending.
Oh,
Yep.
it has, yeah.
Visit grimlifecollective.com if you want some stickers, prints, t-shirts,
T-shirts.
anything else weird. Watch your videos, say hi if you see us, live the grim life, be spooky, be strange, stay weird, all that.
We do have
Jazz.
a P.O. box. We'll list it below, but you can see other videos we've done. And we're trying to put the P.O. box in all the videos. So just do the little click down button that gives you information about that video, and the P.O. box is everywhere. So thank you guys. We love you so much. Love, 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 love. Big loves and kisses and ghost hugs.
Ghost